Welcome back. I have Inspector Ken Burton with the RCMP with me. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we're talking about this book, The History of the RCMP Marine Services. It's a fantastic book full of great images. Now, you didn't write it, but you know the gentleman who did.
That's correct. The book was written by a crew member of mine by the name of Ken Haycock. He started in 2005 when he came to the realization that there really wasn't one central history of the RCMP Marine Services, which also extends to other government vessels and some Navy and a lot of history there. And Ken began writing it in 2005. And in the same year, he was diagnosed with cancer. And through a series of pretty aggressive cancer treatments, he continued to compile and write the book. And he completed the book in 2009, just in time for then the Deputy Commissioner Gary Bass awarded him a Deputy Commissioner's Commendation for his work. And shortly thereafter, Ken went into palliative care and passed away. So he was never able to see the finished product. Wow,
but he has left an amazing legacy for the Marine Services. Now, you worked RCMP Marine Services for how long?
For about 15 years, and Ken and I worked on various vessels together over those years and shared a lot of memories. And Ken was able to weave some connections he had with the Navy, along with a fellow named Peter Vasilopoulos in Pacific Marine Publishing, and we were able to put the book together.
Now, we're just looking at some of the images from the book. Of course, this is a more recent image with both your Air Services and your Marine Services vessels there together. Tell me a little bit about some of the older images in here, because a lot of the vessels looked as though they were private boats almost.
That's right. Well, a lot of people don't realize that until the ascension of the modern Coast Guard, the RCMP were the federal presence, and we were on all three oceans, Arctic, Atlantic, and Pacific, as well as most of the navigable waters in Canada. Some of our ships are up to, in this case, 162 feet long, with modern armaments, at least modern for the day.
Right.
And we played a critical role with respect to search and rescue, government services, delivering mail, and carrying out the rule of law to most of the remote areas of Canada. We're fortunate this very first publication was presented to Prince Charles in his recent visit to Toronto. In fact, that's an RCMP vessel that's behind him. In all, there's been over 200 vessels in service to citizens of Canada, and some truly intimate and amazing stories that Ken was able to come up with. One of our very first coastal patrol boats doing a customs patrol, lots of rum-running stories, certainly along the East Coast, and I believe that's a Royal Canadian Air Force craft helping the Ulna out.
Now, you guys patrol the whole west coast of BC, right? Is that the longest unprotected area?
Well, certainly here, there's West Coast Marine Services active in British Columbia, and they're servicing the provincial policing needs, and they police from really Victoria right up to north of Prince Rupert, north of the Queen Charlotte Islands, with larger patrol boats, and those are the catamarans you see, and you see one on the cover, which is the Lindsay. It was the vessel that was stationed here in Vancouver for many years, and we help out with the smaller communities at Bella Bella, Owikino, Klemtu, Hartley Bay, all the way up and down the coast, as well as serve port protection, coastal protection duties, immigration passport, the human smuggling, drugs, and the other sort of things that you often report on happening on the coast.
Now, you've been stationed in a variety of those communities along the coast. What's it like for you as an RCMP officer to be able to become part of a community like that?
It's very rewarding. It's a unique experience. There's a lot of history there, and I think that's why I was so moved when Ken was able to put this book together. There's so much history there. When I think of our own St. Rock, which of course is really a metaphor for Canada, it's a vessel that was built here in British Columbia, named for a parish in Quebec, crewed by small town boys from Saskatchewan and across Canada, skippered by an immigrant, Henry Larson, for service in the far north, and he was successful with the help of the Inuit. So it's really a great Canadian metaphor, and there's stories like that Ken has woven throughout this entire book. Our very first patrol vessel, the Keewatin, in service on Lake Winnipeg, involved in a tragic gale, and 2 members were lost at sea, and a third died a short time later in hospital. And Ken details what is a 1,300-mile canoe journey by the NCO in charge of the Lake Winnipeg detachment to try to find the crew members.
Amazing.
Lots of stories like that. So
Yeah.
it's tremendously rewarding.
It's a great book, and thank you for taking over the job of helping to promote it and let folks know about it. We have a copy of the history of the RCMP Marine Services to give away to one of our viewers. If you want to email us at globalweekendnews at weekendnews@globaltv.com and put the name of the book in the subject line, and we'll see if we can give one of those away. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Really
much.
nice to meet you. Best of luck with promoting the book. Now, we can get this where?
You can get it online through major book retailers, Amazon.ca, the Mountie Shop, and the royalties of this book go to the RCMP Heritage Centre in Regina.
Excellent. All right. A very good cause. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.